Hello and welcome to our first video. First off, let me say that I'm not a pro player. I'm not particularly extremely good at this game, and I'm only playing it for about a bit more than half a year. But I thought about making these movies to help other players not make the same rookie mistakes that I made. So let's jump right into it. When you get started with the game, it kind of does a good job to explain exactly how you need to play the game, how you can do attacks, how you need to match tiles, and so on. So I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to get into the fact of how you can actually progress in the game and what is a good way to build your team. Now, as you can see up top, we have a prologue, story, and versus mode. In the beginning, only the prologue missions are available, which you can see here. We're going to stick to that for the time being, and I would suggest that you play the same missions over and over and over again, so you can get all the rewards. As you can see, for the mission Hammer, or for the tab Hammer, there are 8 missions, and I've earned 24 of all the available 24 rewards. So it's a good thing to try to get as many rewards in the beginning as possible, and just keep playing those same missions over and over again. In doing so, you'll be building your 1-star team gradually, and once you've finished getting all the rewards of one mission, you'll see it'll have a red little V next to it, meaning you can't replay the mission anymore because you've earned all the rewards. Now, there are a couple of interesting things to note, mainly about your resources, and it's really important that you're very careful with your resources in this game. We're going to go over them, and I'm going to give you a few pointers on how to use them. Up left, you see your ISO, that's the purple crystal type of thing. You use those to buy certain things, but most of all, you use them to power up your characters. So each character starts out with 1 cover. I'm going to show my roster here so you can have an idea. For example, let's take Wolverine. He has 3 covers, in total 13. Means he's at his maximum because a character can only have 13 covers in total. And once you reach that level, as you earn more covers for one character, you'll be able to pump ISO into them. And pumping ISO into them will increase their level. So 1-star characters start at, for example, level 1. 2-star characters, which are a bit rarer characters, start at level 15, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a good idea to try to gather some ISO and pump it evenly into your characters. Next up, we have the hero points, which you can see next to it. That's the golden coin with Iron Man on it. Actually, that's a very important resource in my respect, because it's the only resource you can use to earn more character slots. As you can see, I have a roster of 67 characters here. Now, when you earn a cover of a new character, a character you don't have yet, you need to buy space for that character. And you can see that with here on the screen, top left, more space for heroes with the green square with the plus sign. If I hit that, you see it 1 slot costs coins, 850 here. As I will progress, it will max out at 1,000 hero points per slot. That's kind of hefty. That's a hefty amount. So you really need to be scarce with your hero points and only use them to buy character slots. Don't use them to power up abilities of your characters. We can do that by getting covers of said characters. Next up, top right, we see our command points. These are even rarer resources. Don't touch them. Try to gather some gradually, but this is really for the end game. For people who have reached the stage where they have a lot of 4-star characters and start moving into the 5-star characters, which are the strongest characters. If you start using those command points too early to buy character packs that are guaranteed to give you a minimum 4-star or 5-star character, and I'm going to show you where we can find them. You can see that here. You see, so for 20 command points, I can get a Classics Legends. For 25, I can get latest Legends. Now you can't see it because I have two character packs saved up. So if I wanted to, I could start buying a lot of Classic Legends packs, but if I get a 5-star character, it will really hurt my progression in the game. Why? Because of scaling. This game scales the difficulty of your enemies according to the level of your characters. So if you make a too high a jump at once in your progression, it will exponentially increase the difficulty of your enemies, and that in turn will make it very hard for you to keep progressing at a good, steady pace. And it will also make it difficult for you to use your other characters who aren't that strong as that 5-star character, for example. So I know it's hard. I always, every time I see the screen, I really want to click those character packs, see what's behind them, what rewards I would earn, but try to save them up. Don't touch them, especially in the beginning of the game. Now, another interesting resource I want to talk about is our daily reward. The daily shield resupply is the green button you can see here. I'm just going to tap that, and as you can see, every day you play, but it has to be a playing day, not a day you take a rest and you don't play the game. The counter will not advance. But every day you play, you're going to get a resource. Sometimes it's a set resource. As you can see, day 201, I'm going to get 100 hero points. Yay. And sometimes it's not a set, a fixed price. And then it can be anything. It can be ISO, hero points, a cover pack. But playing daily will really help you to increase your resources. In order to get that shield resupply, you just need to win 1 match per day. So that's definitely doable. So when we start off with the game, as I said, we finish our prologue missions. Try to get Juggernaut on your team. We're going to be needing him later on in the game. I'm going to explain more about that in later videos. But just try to get him on your team. Build him up to about level 25, 26. That should be sufficient. But keep him on your roster. Don't sell him off. Keep him. Play all the prologue missions. After you play some prologue missions, the story, which you can see here, and versus is going to start to become available to you. But I would stay away from that in the beginning. Just gather some more rewards in the prologue session. Build up your 1-star characters. Start dipping your toes into your first 2-star covers and 2-star characters. Save up your hero points so you can have enough to buy extra slots to have more space for new heroes. And in the next video then, we're going to be talking about moving from the prologue to the story and the versus missions, moving from your 1-star characters to a 2-star roster, which is an important step in my opinion. And we're also going to be talking about how you can maximize your progression in that regard. One more thing I'm going to talk about, if you look at the bottom left here, you see recruit heroes. So your cover packs come in here. Now, if you have standard cover packs, they will yield 1, 2, or maximum 3-star characters. Now, 3-star is pretty high when you just start out the game. These packs, don't hesitate to open them. As soon as you get them from the prologue missions, just have them. The chances of getting a 3-star are pretty low. Chances of getting a 1-star are pretty high. And while every once in a while you might get a 2-star from there. I'm just going to open a few to show you what it gives. Now, as you can see, 1-star, 1-star, fantastic, 1-star, 1-star, 1-star. So as you can see, you get a lot of 1-stars, and that's good for the beginning, right? So don't hesitate to open those. The next type of cover packs are heroic cover packs. We have 1 cover packs, 10 cover packs, and 40 cover packs. The 10 cover packs you can get as a reward from playing certain events. The one cover packs you can get as a daily resupply, as a reward for a mission, and so on. And as you can see, you get higher rewards here. You get a minimum 2-star cover, you have a chance of getting a 3-star cover, or even, and that's very rare, a 4-star cover. And interesting to note, there's a little info with a question mark there. If you tap that, you see what your chances are per type of pack of getting a certain character. Starting with the 4 stars, where you get a pretty low chance of getting that. Moving over to the 3 stars, where you see the chances are already increasing. And of course the 2 stars, which have the highest probability. These cover packs, I would suggest only starting to open after you move out of the prologue missions. So the legendary packs we already touched upon, we don't open them, leave them be. Afterwards, and we'll only talk about that when we move to 2-star Coverland, you can see some missions that you play, and certain missions give you certain rewards that we can see here. More about that later. Same about this one. This is a special event. Sometimes there will be boss battles. Here it was the Civil War event, but we also have Galactus or Ultron Prime events. And then you can get special covers. Same thing here, these are the same as legendary cover packs, so you get a minimum 4-star with chances of a 5-star. Don't open that until you're far enough in your progression. The Tackle Vault will be dedicating at least 2 videos to the Tackle Vault. And I think that's basically it, so for the cover packs. Another interesting thing to note, and I'm almost done then, is Alliance. You tap at the bottom left, you see your alliance, and you can start looking for an alliance here. Now, I would suggest going online to the message board of the game and applying for an alliance, because being part of an alliance has certain privileges. For example, you can share in each other's rewards, and you get rewards for playing certain missions, not only for yourself. As you can see here, I am rank 283 for the ISO Brotherhood mission. My alliance is already at level 187, or they took that spot. And regarding to the level you reached, you'll get extra rewards thanks to your alliance. So not just your own progression will count, but the whole group's progression will count. Now, choosing an alliance might be a bit difficult in the beginning, but just try to find a friendly group. I think that's the main point. You don't need to be in the top alliances or anything like that. Just find a group that is nice, friendly, and with whom you can evenly progress together. So I think those are the main points. We're gonna have a short recap of the things to remember, and in the next video, please come back. We're gonna check out how we can move to the 2-star covers. Okay, so to recap the main points we covered today. Number 1, keep your hero points to buy character slots. Don't buy anything else with them. Secondly, don't open too many character packs unless you have enough hero points to buy another free slot. Otherwise, those new characters that you might earn only stay available for 13 days, and then you'll be forced to sell them. Third point, don't use your command points or open legendary packs at all in the beginning. Wait until you're way beyond the point that you crossed the 3-star threshold. Keep Juggernaut in your team lineup. Try to get him to somewhere between level 25-30. Try to play every day, at least 1 match to get your daily resupply. And try to find an alliance you feel good with. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, feel free to hit subscribe. Thank you.